wife, but let me tell you something. Being a wife is making sure you have the soap powder. Being the wife is making sure you might throw those clothes in the washing machine. Being a wife is not coming to pick up your drawers after you. That is not.
Who said you had to pick up the drawers? That's what said y'all want to go do it. This is my point here with that. Yeah. We always act like that's such a big thing. Like, especially for the women. Wait a minute. Especially for the women that got kids. Y'all should be cleaning the house anyway. Y'all should be cooking anyway. So you cook.
Great catch. I'm a great wife. I'm a great this. And it's like that hasn't been validated.
All these single girls of yours too. I don't know.
The one thing that I'm seeing is that when you're dealing with a grown ass man,
there it is.
He has a vision and a purpose for his life.
Facts.
What he wants in the future. And what I see is that a lot of these modern women don't want to fall into and play their part in that purpose and in that vision because they have their own purpose and their own vision. I think a lot of women get it confused. Not your responsibility to motivate a man.
Right.
A man should have his own motivation, his own direction. Your job is to inspire. It's a complete difference. I think a lot of ladies get a man.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Kandid Konvos. I'm your host, Quay Price. We got Chloe on deck. We got Vince on deck. Man, say what's up to the people, y'all.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Good evening.
Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Good evening and happy Wednesday to the both of y'all. Man, I was going to say, Vince, that audio sound good, man. Did you change something over there, man?
I'm good.
It sound good right now, man. We're gonna see.
Let's roll with it. See how long we can roll with it then.
All right, cool. Like I said, shout out to everybody joining us tonight. We appreciate you guys always holding us down on the panel, rocking with us. So definitely, like I said, drop a comment, hit that like button for us as well. Likes are free, so hit that like button. Oh, it's still there a little bit, Vince. I hear it. Just a little bit. I thought we had it. But yeah, shout out to y'all. Like I said, shout out to all the YouTube folks holding us down. Shout out to the Facebook family holding us down as well. We appreciate you guys always holding us down. All right. Let me do this real quick while I'm thinking about it. Give me one second. All right. Here's the link to join us on the panel. You can drop this in your Google Chrome, your Microsoft Edge. If you're on an Apple device, you can come in via Safari. But yeah, drop this in your browser. Join us on the panel. You do have the ability to cut your camera off if you choose, but we always encourage you to keep your camera on for a better show, better engagement. Like I said, we also have this link in all of the chat feeds, so you can catch it at the Kandid Konvos page on YouTube or Facebook, or you can shoot me a message directly on Facebook, and I'll send it to you and make it easy on you. But we'll leave it up here for a little bit in the feed. Or you can drop a comment and we can get it to you that way as well. All right. See, we got any comments coming in already. Shout out to Eva Wright in the building. She said, hey, y'all. What's going on with you, Eva Wright? We appreciate you. Appreciate you. Donovan Crawford in the building. Good evening. Hello. Welcome all aboard. Oh, man, it's going down like that, Donovan? It might be, man. We're going to see how this go. Let's see. Shout out to Kenyatta. She said, hey, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you, sis. Appreciate you as always holding us down. All right. Let me pull that up real quick. So we're going to get on into this one. I said, I ain't going to hold this on here all night. I got actually two things I want to touch. Yeah, man, these videos been getting to me. I got two things I want to touch. All right, let me drop this topic, and then we'll get on into this conversation. So, topic for tonight. Potential is not enough. Run that back. Topic for tonight. Potential is not enough. Ladies just been coming with it lately, huh? Potential is not enough. Okay, let's get on into this. Let me see how y'all coming on this one right here.
With someone who is still dreaming. Now, you go get your dream together, darling, and then we can still be friends as you're figuring things out.
Why the ladies laughing? Y'all don't want dreamers?
I will support you as a friend. Like, you got it, baby. You can do it. But don't come over here trying to tie your life with mine if you still in dream mode. Okay? Because I can't raise a family on a dream.
Why not?
Not in the man's position. Not in the man's position. If you can't take on the responsibility of being a leader of a household, if that's not what you want to do, then just say you want to fool around. Just say you want a partner. Like, be honest. But don't come in here talking about you want a wife, because you have to be a husband to have a wife.
Oh, man. Potential is not enough. I almost feel like I don't know. Or do I need to run that back? You know what? I ain't going to run that back.
Run it back.
Yeah. With someone who is still dreaming. Now, you go get your dream together, darling, and then we can still be friends as you're figuring things out.
Why the ladies laughing? Y'all don't want dreamers?
I will support you as a friend. Like, you got it, baby. You can do it. But don't come over here trying to tie your life with mine if you still in dream mode. Okay? Because I can't raise a family on a dream.
Why not?
Not in the man's position. Not in the man's position. If you can't take on the responsibility of being a leader of a household, if that's not what you want to do, then just say you want to fool around. Just say you want a partner. Like, be honest. But don't come in here talking about you want a wife, because you have to be a husband to have a wife.
Man, topic for tonight. Potential is not enough. All right, so everybody down in the comments, drop a comment. Let me know what you thought. I know you guys just saw the video. Let me know what you thought. I had to take some notes off of this, man. I don't know. Let me get this comment. Let's see. Eva Wright, she says she obviously has no clue. Straight out the gate. Appreciate that comment, Eva Wright. Everybody watching right now, do me a favor, hit that like button for us. Hit that like button. Likes are free. Hit that like button for us. Anybody who's watching right now, we appreciate it. Okay, so let me come to my panel. Chloe, Vince. I don't know. Vince almost like he ready to pop it off. You ready to go, Vince? What you think? Are you ain't ready yet? What's up?
I'm ready. Last week was my mother-in-law's birthday. Happy day to my mother-in-law. We actually celebrated it today. I just got home about a half hour ago. I was kind of tired. I said, let me see what they're talking about tonight. You know, can I bring value to this conversation? And I seen the topic, and I just flashed some water on my face, and I said, I gotta come on. I said, I gotta come on.
So what you see, man? What you think about what the young lady is saying, man?
In 2023, I totally agree with her. Now, mind you, I have 6 kids all together. I have 2 girls, which are 34, and of course the baby is 3. And I have a 27-year-old son, a 20-year-old son, and a 16-year-old son. My 27-year-old, I know I told this story before, but for those who might not know, decided I'm going to jump up and move to New York with my girlfriend. I said, well, do you have any plans for this girl? Y'all planning on getting married, or y'all just going down there to chase y'all dreams? He wants to be something in the music industry. She's a dancer, ballet dancer, modern dance, whatever. They both have college degrees. So they have something, I guess, quote unquote, to fall back on. But when I met this young lady and I seen where she came from, I said, Malik, she is with you because of your potential. You graduated from college, come from a decent family, but pretty soon that potential is going to have to turn into some profits. And it hasn't done that yet. So she decided, I'm going to move to California.
Right.
So and because nowadays these potentials are these are dreams, a lot of them. It's not like these guys are, he working at Ford and he has potential. That's totally different than I want to be a comedian and got potential, or I want to be a YouTuber, or I want to do something that's totally like a 1 in a million shot. They're not doing these regular jobs, garbage man, postman, policeman. Those are careers with potential. And you can get 18, 19. These, I want to do something that's never been done before. And that's fine if you're single with no wife and no kids. So, yes, I totally agree that this potential has to be real potential. Because a lot of guys will sell you a dream. Oh, baby, I'm about to get these houses, and I'm going to flip these houses, and I'm going to do this real estate, or I'm going to do this crypto, or I'm going to do this whatever it is, and don't have a real plan. See, potential comes with a plan. So I think it's more so if you have to have a plan in place. And a lot of guys, they be selling dreams. And a lot of these ladies, they going from a senior to a nurse. They going from a secretary to, a lot of these ladies have plans. And if you're not moving on down the road with them, they're not waiting. Because don't nobody want to be happy. You hear it all the time. I'm unhappy. Don't you want me to be happy? They're not waiting 10 years. They're not waiting 10 minutes. So I tell my boys, get yourself together. Get on your road. Get on your road to your purpose, because they'll also tell them you need to find a woman for the man that you're going to be, not the man that you are right now. Pick a wife for the man you plan to be, more so than the man that you are right now. Because a lot of times also, I think that people get with people at a certain level, and then they change and evolve, and then that person is not for them anymore. Men and women. I think once you get on your purpose, you find someone that fits into your purpose, and you're able to grow. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. It's like people get with each other out of this struggle of, which I mean, okay, I'm paying $500 a month, you paying $500 a month. Let's put our rents together. You live over here. I got a kid. You got a kid. I'm struggling with my bills. You struggling with your bills. Let's get together. And it's a struggle combination. I tell my boys, get together when you got it together, because then you'll really find a woman that you really want and it's really going to be with you. Don't find a woman just because, she can help me pay this rent. And a lot of people do that. They find these partners. You know what I'm saying? I got rent over here, you got rent. Let's put our rent together. And then 2 or 3 years down the line, you really see this is not really the person for me. Because you're not thinking about that. You're just thinking about your day-to-day, your struggle life. Then 3 years down the line, this guy don't even want no kids, or I don't really care for the way he is as a father, or I really don't care for the way she is as a nurturer or a wife. I just got with you in my struggle mode because I needed somebody, instead of getting with you in my thrive mode, to where you're really what I want. So I agree with her.
Okay, so I'll say this. I agree with some of those points. The one thing I will say is the point around the struggle love. I would disagree with that. And the only reason I would disagree with that is because what that typically looks like for some folks out here is that's the building stage. So that's the stage when somebody is building with somebody, right? And I think that's some of our problem, right? So referencing back to the video, this young lady said a few things. She said a few things that I would consider red flags in this video, right? I didn't get just solely this being about the man's essentially still being in his phase of dreams, right? And kind of going through his process, right? I was picking up on some other things that she said in that video. And one of the things that she said in that video is attaching your life to hers. That right there for me was a red flag. And the reason that was a red flag is because at no point is she referencing building and growing with a man. Yet what I'm getting from this video is that she is literally saying that she wants to wait at the finish line until you got all the money lined up and the houses and the investments and the properties and all of this, and then she want to join your team. Yep, and that's when I have the problem. Because see, typically that may not be the woman for you. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually am down for the young lady who wants to build and grow together. That tells me if that girl is really the one for me or if she's not. Not the girl waiting at the finish line for the shiny medal. Not her. For me, that's an opportunist. Yeah, so I think what we're dealing with now is we really have to understand what we are looking at. Like I said, multiple red flags coming out that video. Another point in there. When she first started that video, she made a point of calling or speaking about this gentleman as darling. It wasn't a man, it wasn't a young man, it wasn't any of that. It was darling, right? So we changing how we want to refer to this man, right? We essentially are establishing a criteria around this man and how we view this man. This is why she made the point about you joining to her life. Not about you guys joining your lives together, not about her aligning to your plan, which is how it's supposed to look. She didn't say align to his plans. She said join in her life. As if she's the foundation. He's just joining into what she's got going on. That right there tells me her mindset is already off. So she's not even looking at this the right way. The other thing is the double standard. Yep, I hear double standard in what the young lady is saying. She's talking about the fact that this man cannot dream or want for these higher levels of achievement. But is that not the life of a lot of the ladies today? If we keep it a buck. Yeah, we don't put limitations on ladies out here. They can take as much time as they want to try to figure out what they do. 9, 10, 20 businesses. 1 week is selling clothes. The next week is wigs and whatever else. So we don't put them type of restrictions on ladies out here. And the other thing to add in addition to that, just because a man is essentially working through his process does not mean he can't still provide while that's happening. Yeah, I'm not sure where we get that from. Yeah, just because a man is looking for a different direction to take his family or take himself in does not mean he can't still be working, taking care of bills and providing for a household and leading a family. That doesn't mean that at all. So like I said, just a lot of red flags, And I'm gonna say this last thing and then I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna come to Chloe and then get some of these comments. She made a point where she said that a man has to be a husband before he can get a wife. Yeah, but I found that interesting because I actually have heard that a different way. I've heard it, a woman is supposed to be a wife before she's married. That's how I've heard that. But somehow the young lady managed to flip that around to where he has to be a husband before he can get a wife. And I, to a certain extent, understand what she's trying to say. I'm going to assume that she's talking about the characteristics of the man prior to finding his wife. That's what I'm going to guess she was going to say, or guess she was thinking. But yeah, I got a lot of red flags off this video. And yeah, like I said, it's not lining up. Let me come over to Chloe. And then I'm gonna get some of these comments. You want to say something, Chloe? You muted. Unmute yourself.
Sorry, guys. I wanted to actually hear from our guest panelists if they're. He just lost.
Oh, he just dropped.
Okay,
just dropped. See if he come back. Go ahead.
Hopefully he will come back. But yeah, I think you kind of stole my point, but that's okay. I would agree with the part about. So I get where Vince is coming from, though, right? Because there's a difference between a man with potential that is actually working towards his goals, and then a dude that is just legitimately gaslighting. There is a difference, right? There's a difference. I would like to think that a woman with a certain amount of intelligence and life experience would be able to determine one from the other, right? And if you have a man that has potential and is working towards his potential, then what are we talking about? Why are we saying that, I want you to come into my life and basically kind of fold into my life when the whole goal is for the man to establish a vision and for you to come in to his vision and add to and support and to multiply it basically. But we hear a lot of this from women lately, and I think that's the problem with the video. It's really the mindset. It's not even that what she said was so bad. It's the mindset. Like, where are you going with this? Why is it that all of a sudden we expect a man to just literally come out the package ready? When it's just not realistic. We all need time to grow. We all need time to mature into our spaces. And why is it in the Black community in particular, do we expect our men to have it all figured out so soon and so quickly? Why is that? Because I keep waiting to see like these types of conversations being had by other people in other communities and other ethnicities, but they're not. These people are getting married young and living with their parents until they get situated. And then they buy a house, and usually it's a really nice house because they took the time to save up their money, and it was nothing. It was normal. It was not a big deal. But now we feel like this man needs to have everything ready. I would just ask women, is it because, once again, you have taken on way too much life experience and you have taken on too many things? And so now you feel like you are at a point where any man that is in your space already has to have ... because that's what you're going to need to, like she said, for him to fit into your life. And that's backwards. We doing too much too soon. And this is why that's happening. There's absolutely no reason why we shouldn't be building together. And I don't understand the whole idea too, like of, and this is not to Vince particularly, this is just something I've seen. People saying, oh, we grew apart. And it's like, I just feel like that's an excuse. I feel like it's a cop-out. Because if you vetted this person properly and you were intentional about this person when you met them, then then the feelings that you have for this person should be able to mature. The feelings that you have for this person should be able to grow, right? Like, I'm not saying that they won't change. Of course, as you grow, you change. But this person is so different that now all of a sudden you don't have anything in common. It just makes me think, how well did you actually vet this person? How long did you take to really get to know this person? Were you guys really actually as compatible as you thought you were? Because if so, then the foundational things that you loved about this person is still going to be there. The friendship that you guys had, which I always suggest that you have that first before anything else romantic, because sometimes it's that friendship that's going to get you through those rough patches romantically. The respect that you have for that person. Because sometimes, I'm going to be honest, when the love is getting a little iffy, the respect is there. The care is there. The compassion is there. And so you can fight through it. We talking about some real stuff here. We're not talking about what feels good for the moment or what look good for the moment. And I honestly think that building together, I don't know, it just hit different. Building with a person hit different. You're more invested. You're not going to be so quick to run away from the relationship if things get a little rocky. So this whole idea now of women saying they basically want to wait at the finish line for the successful man to come. Well, when you don't wait it for him to get successful, you waiting at the finish line. He's got options now, boo. Why would he pick you? Just saying.
Valid point. You want to say something, Vince?
Yeah, Corey, I definitely understand what you're saying, but you also have to realize that when we talk about other people, they have different culture. They're not meeting, their daughter is not meeting their fiance at the gas station. Their daughter is meeting the business at the mosque, or they meet somebody. Let me finish though, because the difference is that they have other people vetting this person as well. It ain't just you and him. It's his daddy. It's his uncle. It's that I know that boy's father. I know his grandfather. I know how he was raised. I know what his quote unquote potential is. Now he might be a one-off fool, but I know where he come from. And they have a culture of marriage. You know how many people they have supporting their marriage, and how many people supported my marriage. When the first time I got married, nobody was in my family was married except for my grandparents.
Yeah.
When they get married, everybody married. So that girl can go stay with his mama because that mama know that girl. You understand what I'm saying? It's a family thing. It's a culture thing. So they have people supporting them. And so they're looking at the long game. We don't have all that. So when we get somebody, and what I mean by that struggle of, what I mean is that it's so many people that don't even talk. They're not going into it thinking that this is the person that I might marry. They just going into it as okay, I like this person. It's good for right now. I need them. They need me. That's what most of these situations are. Because most of everybody out here got some kids. They got some debt. And they thinking, if I get with this person, they can help me. I can help them. They're not even thinking when they initially meet them that, is this the person that I really want to be my husband? Am I looking for a husband? Am I looking for a wife? No, I'm just looking for a girlfriend that can help me with my kids.
I get that.
So that's what I mean by the struggle of. And just like I have a young partner, his son is going through that right now. He has a girl pregnant. He don't know if he want to marry her. And it's a struggle because the girl, she's sick all the time, so she can't pay her rent. Now he got to move her in. He really don't want to be with her like that. They only known each other for 10 months. She got issues, he got issues, but now it's like it's a struggle because he wasn't together. He wasn't looking for a wife. He was just looking for a girlfriend, and now they got a baby on the way. So that's what I mean by the struggle of, not struggle together. You know, we go get our IKEA furniture. We move into a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm working a job. You working a job. Okay, we going to save this money. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we're together because of struggle.
I got you.
If the struggle wasn't there, would we be together? Because my thing to him was, would you marry her if she wasn't pregnant? Would you let her move in if she wasn't about to lose her apartment? And those are the decisions that we need to make without the struggle part. You understand what I'm saying? So I get it because I got 3 failed engagements. I was single for 20 some odd years. But once I really got on my purpose and I was trying to find a wife, then I found a wife. But I had to get off that BS. And so many people are on the BS. It's not started right. So when it started right, I understand what you're saying. But most people starting in that struggle of, and they in together, and then they have a baby. Then 5 years from now, they figure out, I really didn't want to be with you in the first place. It was just a better situation.
Yeah, I understand that. You want to say something, Chloe?
Yeah, I get that. I get that that's the way it's happening. I just think that obviously that's not working. So I get, this is why, you know, I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, we can keep doing what we're doing, and then we'll continue to have the results that we're having. We have to change the behavior. If you, I mean, in the example you gave was like a perfect example, because why we knocking people up when we're not in a position to have babies? Like, this is really what, like, if we want to talk about, let's talk about it. The difference with the other cultures, we understand family, but let's just be honest. The difference with the other cultures is they not doing this kind of stuff. They not doing it. And we got to stop making excuses for our people. The other culture's not doing this kind of stuff. Mommy and daddy don't mind letting you stay with them. You know why? Because you did what you were supposed to do, and you done met this person you think is about to be your person. And so guess what? If y'all get married, y'all can stay with us until y'all get yourselves on your feet. And we don't mind helping y'all out like that, because we see that you're that's where you're going, right? And we see what you're trying to do, and we support it. And I think that's the difference, right? Like, you can't expect people to support a bad decision.
Right.
You can't expect people to rally around your poor decisions and want to support your poor decisions, because they might be looking like, I'm not propping that up because I want you to think that's okay. We run out here and we make all these decisions, and then we want people to support it. And then when they don't, where's our support? Where's our village? I'm not supporting that.
Yeah.
You know, so right. I guess that's part of it. I think we have to stop expecting people to support foolishness, and let's not make excuses for it. I'm not getting behind that. No, I'm not supporting that, because that ain't right. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to do the right thing and you just need a little help, I got you. And that's different. But let's just be honest. In our culture, how many women, even for a good guy, is running to stay with him and his parents until they can move into a house? They ain't doing it. They don't even do it.
No.
They do not want to do it. That's what this woman is saying in this video. No. You can't catch me. Catch me when you where you supposed to be. And I'm just like, okay, but you missing all of this opportunity for y'all to learn and grow and build together and be on the same page, as opposed to you running off, living all this life. He run off, live all this life. Now y'all come back together and trying to make all of this life experience work. There's something to be said for, a couple that, even if you are older. I'm not saying you got to be young when you do this. I'm just simply saying you just got to be intentional. And Vince, you say this all the time. It make a difference When you are intentional, it makes a huge difference. And we're not seeing that. And when I say intentional, ladies, I do not mean that you have to have this ridiculous laundry list of requirements. And if a man can't meet every single one of those requirements, then you don't want him. That's not realistic. That's not realistic.
That's not what we mean by being intentional.
I don't think that where you're coming from is wrong, Vince. There is obviously a group of people who fit this dynamic. But what we're trying to say is, okay, this is what you've done in the past, and that is not working. We have to change the narrative, plus, I'm sorry, I'm calling a little bit of cap on what she said, because then she went on talking about some, don't be talking about you want a wife, you have to be a husband. And I'm like, first of all, a man can be taught how to behave as a man. He can be patterned that, he can be mentored, he can have a great example. It could be an uncle, a grandfather, a father, all of that. But husbands are made. They're made. So until that man has to be responsible for a wife and a family, that's when you really get to see what he is made of. So once again, it's unrealistic expectations, expecting a man to walk into marriage knowing exactly everything that he is supposed to do when he has never been a husband and you have never been his wife.
Okay,
you just keep making these mistakes over and over and over again, and then wondering why it don't work. There
it is. Let me get some of these comments. Let's see. Shout out to Cuzzo, DeMarcus Finley in the building. Appreciate you all hopping on here, man, showing us some love, man. Let's see. Donovan said, potential is just that. It's a possibility. Faith without works is dead. That's true. See, Kenyatta, my dad always told me you can't live on a prayer, a hope, or a dream. Okay. Let's see. Eva Wright, she said to me, she sounds like she won't be with you unless you're already successful. Yes, he has to have stuff going on, but he may not be exactly where he wants to be yet. I don't like how she separates marriage and partnership either. My 2 cents. Okay. We appreciate that, Eva Wright. We appreciate that. Let's see. Kenyatta said, however, what's wrong with growing with someone? I don't know, Kenyatta. For the life of me, I still can't figure that out. What is wrong with growing with somebody? I don't know. Let's see. Donovan Crawford, he said, let's see, a senior in high school has the potential to graduate once all requirements are fulfilled, but so does a preschooler. The question is, what level are you at in your purpose? How determined is your drive to reach the top? Can you maintain your success? Great comparison, man. Great comparison. Eva Wright said, let's see, she's not going to build with him, is what I hear. No, facts. That's definitely what I heard, too. Let's see, Kenyatta, she said, these ladies want ready-made men. It's a great point, Kenyatta. That's a great point. I'm going to hold that thought. That's a great point. Let's see, Kenyatta also said, Vince, you're talking about circumstantial love. Okay, so that was from earlier. And then we got Sean Whitaker representing tonight. What's going on with you, Sean? He said, I disagree. A lot of men come from single-parent households and are great husbands.
I can agree with that. Oh, yeah. That wasn't my point. But, yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, I definitely know a lot of, good husbands out here that came from single-parent households. So, no, that definitely can happen. Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go, Vince, right there. There you go. Let's see, Sean Whitaker also. Oh, go ahead, man. I'll come back.
I have an example of, I kind of played matchmaker some years ago to a young man that I had knew as he was growing up. Thought he was a good man. Graduated from college. Had been out there a few years. Thought he had his head on straight. I was dating a young lady. She had a friend that was in nursing school. So they got together. They started dating. They were still in the building process. But there was a foundation See, I think that sometimes we have to get there. We have to bring a foundation to build on. You can't build on water.
Right.
You got to have some grounds, and she got to bring some bricks. So I think is that we have to have a foundation as men to build on to something. So if you don't have a foundation, and a lot of guys, a lot, they don't have a foundation. They living with their mama, they living with their girlfriend, they don't know if they want to work here, they job to job. And my thing is figure that out first.
Right, I agree.
Because the woman not gonna stick with you when you going from Ford to Chrysler to Amazon. Your credit bad. You know house got to go in her name, car got to go in her name because you can't get yourself together. That's not potential. That's a waste of time. So I kind of understand what she's saying, that there has to be a real foundation laid, and then you build upon that foundation. But I think a lot of times is that we're not coming with the foundation. We're coming with hopes and dreams. And then when those hopes and dreams don't turn into something, then we stuck because we didn't get ourselves together first. I tell my boys, I said, get yourself together first. Get on your purpose first. And what I tell them, that's not a dollar amount. People think, well, you got to make. No, if you want to be a teacher, be teaching. Then find you a woman that's okay with your teacher's salary. If you want to work at the plant, fine. Find a woman that's okay with you working at the plant. If you want to do tech, but figure that out before you get in between a woman's legs and call yourself having a child and having a family. And I think that's what we're saying. You need to build a foundation. Especially now because, like, I'm the type of person, I look at things for how they are, not how I really want them to be. And we just not sticking it out. So you better have it together as much as you can before you go in. Because I believe people going to be human. And these sisters now, they not going to be unhappy for 5 minutes. So if you don't have yourself, you'll have a better result if you got yourself together. That's just my opinion. I think you have a better result. If you're a postman and you've been at the post office for 5 years and you got your little nice apartment and you got your car and you ready to get in a relationship, then the guy at Kroger and you got dreams and you want a chick that's a nurse, she's gonna be like, look, how long I'm gonna have to support you?
Man, oh man.
I don't want my sons to be put in that situation to be talked about. Like you gotta come with a foundation.
Yeah, no, so this is the thing. I agree with that. And this is why I made the point earlier that, just because a man still has dreams or is still working through his process does not mean he can't provide and take care of a household. Yep, a guy can still have a foundation or bring the foundation to the family and have the family doing what it do, while at the same time saying to itself, I want to parlay this into a couple other avenues to take us a little farther. Yeah, that's possible. Guys do that all the time. Yeah, but my issue comes in is when we say that somehow now that guy is less than because he ain't already built the house already. That's where I think the issue comes in, because see what we're saying, and when we take on that mindset, what we're saying non-verbally is that the woman is all set. Yep, and we see time and time again that that's not true. Yep, a lot of these young ladies who are out here saying these type of things with this type of skewed mindset, let's keep it a buck. They all over the place. Credit jacked up. Bills backed up. Whole bunch of student loan debt. Let's think about it. Evictions left and right. We hear the stories. But you want to take that situation and then want to look at this guy who is taking care of his business, who just ain't fully where he want to be yet. And then we want to say that he's somehow less than. Yeah, see, that's where my problem comes in. Yep, that's why I say that the mindset is skewed. Yep, at the end of the day, everybody got some work that need to be done. Yep, the men and the women. Yeah, I'm going to go back and reference that video, the young lady in the video. She's talking about the fact that this man needs to be a husband before he can get a wife, but is she even a wife? While she's trying to tell him what he's supposed to be doing. Like she a man or something. Like she's ever lived one day in the life of a man. So yeah, that's the only position that I'm taking. We got to really look at what we're doing and how we thinking about this stuff. Yeah, we so quick to talk about what that next person or where that next person is falling short, and we over here falling short at the same time. Yeah, we don't want to build with nobody. We don't want to learn together. Yeah, we don't want to come up together. We just want to sit and wait at the end for this polished man to come along who done put in all this work, been grinding, hustling, doing what he do, got stuff situated, got the house, the cars, the money, the investments, got all of that. Then we just want to pop up and say, here I am. And that's not how they work. To Chloe's point, now that dude got a million options. Every woman want that guy. So why is he going to pick you? So yeah, I think we just got to get real with this thing. Like I said, the mindset is just skewed at this point. Yep, it's skewed. And I think it is definitely playing into why we're having such a hard time getting our women and our men together. Yeah, because we allow that type of nonsense to sit right in the middle of that thing. Yeah, we allow that type of thinking to skew how we looking at the other person. Yeah, we allow that type of thinking to skew what's actually important in these relationships anyway. So, man, I'll leave it at that. Let me get some more of these comments. Let's see. Sean Whitaker, he said it's a societal norm for a man to provide and protect. And if you don't do that, you're already considered a failure. So, yeah, Sean, there's some validity to this comment right here. There's some validity to this comment. So, yeah, no, I can't disagree, man. Let's say that's definitely the man's position. And I stand on that. Let's see, Sean also said it's sad that in today's time of, let's see, LGBTQ and men dating men and women dating women, that an average man, especially an average black man, has to be well established to even have a girlfriend. And he has to accept anything or go over and beyond to have a regular relationship. See, he has to accept a woman with kids, student loan debt, and a bunch of baggage. Yeah, no, Sean, these are some valid points, man. And I think this is what, Chloe was talking about earlier when she was talking about the fact that folks are doing too much. Yeah, life be doing too much lifing. And then it's like, you want to bring all this life baggage. Because see, this will be the prime example right here, right? So the person with all the baggage, she going to be looking for the dude that I just described. Yeah, the guy who done put that work in. Now he out here doing this thing. That's typically what's the saying? What they usually call that man? That's the hey big head. That's when he get that. So she wasn't checking for him before, but now he got it popping. So now that's when he get the hey big head. But then at the same time, to your point, Sean, she want to bring the baggage. She want to bring the children from the other man. She wants to bring the credit card debt and hope that you can help her pay it. She want to bring the student loan debt. Like she wants to bring all that to that man's plate and say, this is what I'm bringing. And then want that man to accept it. And see, that man who done put in that work and did all that finish line man that the ladies are talking about, you don't want that. Yeah, but he got the options of 30 other females who ain't coming with all of that. Yeah, so we really got to be thinking about this thing. And then two, we really got to think about what we are asking for. Yeah, we're asking for this type of man. The young lady in the video, she's asking for this type of man, but is she ready for that type of man? You can see, this is the thing I think that folks are missing today. Yeah, we saying we want this man. I'm just going to label him as the six-figure man. We saying we want this man, but somehow we are trying to ignore the fact that this man is going to have expectations. Yep, a man who has put in work, moved himself up the ladder, whatever his path was, but then got himself to that point. He's going to have expectations. He's going to know what he wants. He ain't about to settle for your nonsense. You ain't about to be mouthing off and cussing nobody. Like, he ain't about to be dealing with none of that. Yeah, but sometimes I wonder, do some of the ladies understand that that's what that dude is going to be coming with? You ain't going to just be able to be okie doking and playing with that dude. Because that dude knows his value and he knows his worth. So I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, do we need to rethink what we are asking for? We get some more of these comments. Let's see. Donovan Crawford. Side note, she needs to be a wife before pursuit. That's valid. That's valid. Let's see. He needs to be a husband before consideration. Folks are actually vetting already, husbands and wives, hoping to wreck homes and steal the prize. Yep. Yeah, it's ugly out here. It's ugly out here. Let's see. Sean said, yes, sir. But yeah, I don't know, Lester. I just picked up on some flags in that video. A young lady was telling on herself. But yeah, I still stand by. I don't think that we should throw away a man just because he is not fully where he wants to be. Yeah, I just don't agree with that. Yeah, we do enough of that now. Yeah, we throwing away men because of their height. We throwing away men because of their hairlines. We throwing away men because of their salaries. We throwing them away because they ain't fully there yet. Yeah, we throwing them away for all of these reasons. And I'm like, ladies, y'all keep throwing everybody away. What's gonna be left? So yeah, we may want to consider that. Let me get this comment, then I'm gonna switch us up unless you guys want to say something else. Let's see. Sean said Vincent C. Williams has taught me that unless you're focused and secure and stable all the way around and confident in your walk and purpose, you're pure dog food out here. Is that what it is, Vince? Hold on, man. Is that what Go ahead.
No, that's not it. But what I also say is I'm no fool. I understand, I didn't say you dog food, but I'm about results. So I don't care as long as I get my results, So I think you get treated better when you got yourself together. I think you have better options. I've been the other way. I've been the 50-50. I've been the 60-40 her way. And I would rather be this way. So it is what it is. I tell my sons, look, get yourself together. That doesn't mean a dollar amount, just like I said. But you thinking you gonna get with a woman and she gonna carry you, or she wanna spend her money, because most of the time, and I'm just gonna be honest, most of the time we ain't that one. That one can do that.
Right.
Most of us are second choice. The one can do that. The one but most of us are gonna be second choice. So if you second choice, you better come with the best. You better come with Kobe, LeBron, and Mike. That's the championship team. Nah, you can come with Ben Wallace and Sheed and get one. But I want to be like Mike with 10. So I'm not saying you pure dog food, but then also you gotta understand who you picking. See, a lot of these guys is picking above their pay grade. You better pick somebody down there on your pay grade. You can't be an average guy and you got a chick that want $1 million dreams. You get your chick that want to stay in a little bungalow in Detroit to be happy with it. That's gonna be happy with a Michael Kors purse or a trip every once in a while. And ain't nothing wrong with that. My grandparents did that. My mother did that. But pick what but a lot of us, we get into this and we want to pick somebody and then we got to try to, when we ain't enough. It's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? I might be a dog food to somebody. So I think it's just levels, and what we gotta do is we gotta pick better in the beginning. And most of us pick wrong in the beginning.
You know, let me ask you a question, man. This side topic. So you brought up a point earlier. You brought up a point earlier about struggle love, right? And you gave kind of a scenario of folks kind of not getting together on the real stuff, but pulling their resources together, trying to get through the struggle, right? Then we throw some kids up in there, and kind of exacerbate the situation. So let me ask you this question. I said, this is something I've been trying to figure out. I guess I'm an old head, so I don't understand the game now, but this is off topic. But anybody down in the comments, drop a comment, let me know. But I'm gonna pose this question straight to Vince. So Vince, in your opinion, this is something I see a lot of. Why do you think people are so comfortable now today being raw? And what I mean by that is, I said, we got a lot of children being created out here in struggle situations, struggle love situations, one night stands, jump offs, whatever you want to call the situationships. We got a million names for it. But going back to the source, it's a lot of raw sex. Why do you think people so comfortable now with all the raw sex? Because this didn't used to be a thing. Listen, I'm an old head. I'm dating myself right now. This didn't used to be a thing like that. But now it seems like it's regular. So what you think that is, Vince?
I just think it goes back to being irresponsible and not knowing your purpose, especially as men. When a man is on his purpose and he don't want no kids, he gonna understand that I have to have some discipline. But when you're not on your purpose and you just looking to have fun and have some sex, it don't matter. Because I look at it like a lot of my, well, I'm not gonna say a lot of, I would say over 50% of the men that I knew that went to college, they're not baby daddies. Right. Now, they might have got married and got divorced, but a lot of them not baby daddies. Right. Because they were on their purpose. They were on their plan, and they knew the kid was not, that wasn't in their plan. And then on top of it, which is very key, they also dated women that didn't want no kids and knew how to not to have them. Okay. And I think, to be totally honest, I think that's why my count is low, because I dealt with women in my past that didn't want no kids, and I knew they was on the shop, the marina, or whatever else, because we had that conversation, and they was going to school or they was working and they didn't want no kids, and they took protections not to have them. So even if I was raw dogging, I knew it was a 0.05 chance she was gonna get pregnant. I wasn't out here just slanging and banging with any old chick. I don't care if I have some kids. I just want. So I think a lot of it got to do with responsibility. And when a man is on his purpose, like a lot of the guys with all these kids out here, they're not successful. They the bums. If you any guy with more than 5 kids, he ain't no successful man. He might have got himself together now and work at Ford or something, but it ain't the tech guy at IBM. It ain't the trucking owner. He might have one kid, a wife, and divorce, and have some kids with his divorce. He ain't no 3, 4, 5, 6 baby daddy, because he's on his purpose. So I think a lot of men need. That's the point. When men are on their purpose, they have more discipline, because they have more protection of their future and their legacy. They don't want a baby mama. They want a wife.
I hear that. Okay. No, I just wanted to pose that question. Let me get some of these comments real fast. Shout out to Victoria Williams in the building. I think she's a newcomer to the show. Appreciate you, Victoria. She said nothing to lose. Victoria, what you mean by that? What you mean they got nothing to lose? Yeah, we seeing the outcomes right now. Yeah, we losing a lot. And I'm just trying to understand. I just wanted to pose the question because I see it so much now. It's running rampant, at least from my perspective. Yeah, it seems like everybody just so comfortable with this unprotected sex, with this raw sex. And I'm just like, it's babies everywhere. It's baby mamas, baby daddies everywhere. It's broken relationships everywhere. We seeing the outcome. So I'm just curious to know what changed.
I want to chime in right on that too. That's a part of the struggle of too, because a lot of these guys is having babies out here to keep these chicks too. It ain't just chicks trying to trap somebody. If you struggling and you got a girlfriend that's a nurse or a girlfriend that's a social worker and she got a kid, that's gonna keep her around. That's gonna keep a place for you to stay. So we don't think about that way. So a lot of these guys be having kids to trap these women too. Or if she have a kid, she can't go nowhere because she got my kid.
Man, that's deep right there. That's deep right there. Let me get some more of these comments. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Come on up, comment. Sean Whitaker says social media promotes wrong. It's more entertaining and exciting than the boring life of committed relationships and marriage. Yeah, you're right about that, Sean, and I hate that, man, because marriage and relationship is not boring. I hate that it's marketed that way. That's why I always say that folks that are in committed relationships got to be more vocal. Yeah, they got to speak out more instead of just being quiet and saying, you know, I'm happy over here. They got to speak out against some of this nonsense, because there's definitely a lot of narratives being pushed around marriage and relationships and respecting a man and woman. It's a whole bunch of nonsense going on. So that's why I say the folks who know better got to speak up about this stuff. But I appreciate that comment, though. See, Kenyatta said people are comfortable with it because they don't take accountability for anything. It's that word again, accountability. See, a lot of women blame the man for getting her pregnant. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. We see it. Let's see. Donovan said, let's see, folks out here choosing wrong. Let's see, have been led to believe that they aren't doing wrong. They feel they just made a mistake. Oops, forgive me. I'm sorry. I was young and dumb. Yeah. That's valid. That's valid. Let's see. Victoria Williams, she said Nick Cannon. Yeah. Yeah, Nick is a part of the problem. I guess Nick is a little different, I guess. I guess he a little different on somebody's scale. He ain't no different to me, but I get it. Let's see. Sean Whitaker said he said Nick Cannon as well. Let's see. He also said Muhammad Ali. Oh, he naming them off. Evander Holyfield. He running them all off. Okay.
But I think but in those instances, we got to take the athletes and the stars away because they get their money different.
Yeah, that's
a lot of these athletes is millionaires at 18, 19 years old. We were talking about men that had to work for theirs, had to go to college, had to grind, had to work 15 hours a day. Those are different type of men that got their type of money than these get rich quick, I would say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to stop looking at, you know, these athletes because they get their money totally different than a man that's had to put his head down and go to med school for 8 years and not go to the party, not pledge a frat, not, you know, that's really had to grind for his money than somebody who could just dribble a basketball and get $20 million. It's a little different.
Yeah, no, it's a little different. No, I agree. Let's see. Victoria Williams, she said, let's see. Mama always said, don't fight. Let's see. Mama always said, don't fight anybody with nothing to lose. I think I don't know what she has. Let's see. She said same. Let's see. Mama said, don't fight anybody with nothing to lose. Same with babies. Oh, okay. I got you. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I got you. You're feeling word there. Let's see. Sean Whitaker said, let's see. Yep, you're right, bro. We need the married couples to shed the light on their lives. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, no, the folks who know better, the folks who do not fall for or co-sign with a lot of these narratives and this nonsense that's being pushed, they definitely got to be more vocal and speak against this stuff. Because a lot of this stuff we being fed is not accurate. But at the same time, we're allowing to skew our mindsets and how we look at things. And I said, that's the problem. So yeah, definitely. All right, let me switch this up. Then we're going to get ready to get out of here. So I'm going to change this one up real fast before we get out of here. So I'm just going to title this one, topic number 2, what's the difference? Running that back. Topic number 2, what's the difference? All right. So there's another one that came my way. I'm actually a little irritated with this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and play this. See what y'all say about this nonsense right here.
Help my sisters out. A lot of sisters are saying that the white men are intimidated to approach them. Here is my advice to you. Start with your vibe, your aura, your energy. That's going to speak for itself. If you can be that vibe, that aura, that energy, he is definitely going to open his mouth. If not, it's okay for you to extend that vibe and allow things to naturally, organically happen. Be yourself. People are attracted to people that are themselves. If you're trying to be somebody else, it's just not going to work in general. Like, be yourself. As Black women, I must attest that we sometimes have that resting bitch face. Get rid of it, because that's going to immediately intimidate a white guy to be like, oh yeah, no, never mind. She's probably not even interested or don't even want to be bothered. Crack a smile. Crack a smile, a little wink, or, a little flirtatious type of motion or gesture. That is going to get his attention, baby. Do not be afraid to speak first. Say hello. Hello does not hurt anybody. Actually, believe it or not, sometimes a hello can go a long way. You make somebody's day sometimes by just saying hello. Give him a compliment. Believe it or not, men like to be complimented, and that is definitely something that's going to make them open their mouths and extend some interest. Make sure you are whole within yourself, because any man can spot weakness. So make sure you are whole and you are walking in with extreme confidence. Those are a few tips that I hope will help you guys. And trust me, if there's any more tips that anybody got, please drop them below. Comment below on how you got your man, sis, or how your man found you, whatever. Be the part. Play the part. And you will definitely attract what it is that you want to attract. And the biggest thing of all, manifest it, okay?
Okay. Topic number 2, what's the difference? All right. So that video came my way. Yeah, I don't know. Let me make this comment. Diamond said, use these tactics with your same race. The possibilities will be endless. All right. Appreciate that comment, man. Appreciate that comment. So yeah, so this video came my way. I'm not gonna front. This video is a little irritating. It was a little irritating. Let me go to y'all first. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna come to the panel before I say anything. See, Sean Whitaker said, "Ooh, girl, bye." All right, let me come to y'all first. I got my notes over here. So, Chloe, Vince, what y'all see? What y'all think? I don't know. Either one of y'all can go first. Let me be quiet for a minute.
I guess my biggest question with her whole dialogue is, how are we asking Black women to do these things so that they can get a Caucasian man to approach them, when Black men have been asking these same things of their women for years? Y'all wouldn't have to be dating white men or trying to figure out how to get white men to approach you if you were doing the things that she said for your own. Because somebody would have snatched you up by now. That's the problem. The fact that you have to, the fact that you have to have lessons on how to attract a white man, as if attracting a white man is different than attracting a Black man. Any man, no man wants to deal with foolishness. He don't want to deal with a bad, nasty attitude or a negative disposition. Don't want to deal with a woman who thinks she's so good that she can't speak or just smile when she, crosses his path. I mean, these are things that men in general want, not just white men. And sis was like, she was giving like she was saying something new or something revolutionary, when men have been saying this for years. Like, You guys don't smile. You guys always have a nasty attitude. And when we do speak to you guys, y'all snap at us. You act like we're bothering you just to speak to you. It's just like, Cat. I don't. And yeah, I have to agree with Victoria. Like, how you telling them to be themselves, but then you telling them that they need to do this, and do that. If you don't already understand that it's not, or you're not approachable. If you're mean mugging all the time, then nobody's gonna want to approach you. If you got a resting bitch face, like, how do you not understand that that's not okay? How have you got to today years old and need somebody to tell you not to do that? To tell you to just smile at people, to say hello because it makes another person's day. Like, we still need to tell you this. This is why you're single. This is why you're complaining about men not approaching you. Or this is why you're complaining about a man will approach you and express some interest, but then not want to speak to you. Well, when he approached you and expressed some potential interest, how did you act? How did you respond? Did you smile back? Did you say it? Did you speak? Were you cordial? Like, how you respond matters. Now we telling women how to bag a white guy, but they haven't even figured out how to, get their own. You can't even attract a black man and keep him. You trying to figure out, the problem is not the man. The problem is you.
Okay. You want to say anything, Vince? You good, man?
I think it's the same conversation that men have when they say, I'm gonna date a white woman. They don't want you either. Not the one you really want. Yeah, you go get one that look like Roseanne Barr, but you ain't doing nothing. Oh my God! You know what I'm saying? It's just like that backhand compliment type of thing. I'm gonna go get me a white man. If you go get your white man, he gonna be average, just like the black man that you could have got. You ain't getting no Brad Pitt. You ain't getting the owner of a bank. You getting the average old guy. It's just like that backhanded thing. Like, ooh, I'm gonna go get me. Like, they want you, really. Same with these dudes. I'm gonna go get me. You gonna get you old Alec. Let me stop. I'm gonna stop. All of it is just cap.
Yeah, man. Like I said, this video came my way. I said I wasn't gonna even touch it, man. But for me, it's just frustrating because, it just comes off to me. It just comes off like it's extra effort, and it's like brother's been saying this stuff for I don't know how long. Like, we didn't talked about some of this stuff on the show before. like this ain't nothing new. And then at the same time, a lot of this stuff is basic. She's talking about be yourself. She's talking about smiling, complimenting somebody, saying hello. Like, this is basic stuff. Yeah, but we're willing to take that energy to a different race, or however you want to define it, versus investing it right here in your own community. Yeah, but right here in your own culture. Yep, and at the end of the day, what I don't think we understand is men are still men. Yeah, black men, they want a nice woman. I'm sure white men want a nice woman too. Yeah, black men like to be smiled at. They like to hold the door for a young lady and she ain't giving them the stank face, or as we say, the rest in B face. It would be cool to just get a nice little thank you, I appreciate it, and keep on walking. I'm sure white guys, they want the same thing. Appreciate you holding the door and keep on walking. Yeah, but we ready to sit down and talk about what the ladies need to do to bag a Caucasian man. And it's like, you got brothers right here. They got the credentials, they got the background, they got the list, whatever you talking about. Yeah, but somehow you can't see that, or you don't want to recognize that. Somehow he's not good enough. And that's why I titled this segment, What's the Difference? Yeah, what is the difference? Yeah, why are we ready to take this skill set that she described somewhere else, but we don't want to apply it right here in the culture? Yeah, what's the difference between that man and me? What's the difference? Yeah, why is that man worthy of this respect and this niceness and this good attitude and this smile, but I'm not? And that's why I said for me, it was a point of frustration. You know, I see a lot of content. Yeah, but I see a lot of content. Folks send me a lot of content. And something that I see a lot is this concept or this narrative of us hating each other. Yeah, I see black women say black men hate us. I see black men say black women hate us. And I don't think anybody hate anybody. I just think people want to be mutually respected. Yeah, I just think people want to be treated nice. I just think people want to be cordial. Yeah, but ultimately, at the end of the day, from what I see, and I can only speak from my perspective, I still see black men wanting black women. Yeah, but I've yet to see black men saying that they don't want black women. I've yet to see black men not marrying black women. I still see brothers marrying black women. Yeah, so I'm just like I said, it just doesn't make sense to me that we sitting here talking about essentially taking some of your positive traits and you want to take that somewhere else versus what you got right next door to you, or right in the cube right next to you, or the person living right next door to you. You want to take that somewhere else. I don't understand that. Let me get some of these comments real quick. Let's see. Kenyatta, she says she contradicted herself. Play the role, but be yourself. Shaking my head. See, Eva Wright said, basically, stop acting like having an attitude is cute. Nah, that's facts right there. Yeah, she said, you'll fumble any man regardless of race. Be kind, and if kind is not you, then accept your circumstances. Facts. See, Donovan said, at the end of the day, black is the apex of the human race, kings and queens, but we have been ran over and dumbed down so long, we now do it for them. I feel that. See, Victoria Williams, she says slavery mentality. No, definitely some of that wrapped up in there. Let's see, Sean Whitaker, I hope we can figure it out because this is getting sadder by the day. Yeah, Sean, I'm glad you said that, brother. That's one of the main reasons we're here. Yeah, like I said, we try to hash this stuff out, have these conversations and kind of talk through these things, bring solutions to it, bring perspective to it, and try to get down to the bottom of it and correct it. Yeah, it is. I agree with you, Sean. It's getting sadder by the day. Yeah, but I see so much content. I'm seeing so many young ladies now saying that they are so tired of being by themselves. I'm seeing a lot of young ladies now who are single mothers saying that they're so tired of doing it by themselves. I'm seeing brothers saying that, they are questioning marriage now because of some of the things that they're seeing from the ladies. You name it. I see the competitions between black men and black women. It's like we competing with each other somehow. Who got more money? Who got bigger balls? Who can tell the other one what to do? Like who run the house? Who gonna wear the pants? Like I see all this stuff. Yeah, but the only people that is hurting at the end of the day is us. So yeah, I'm glad you dropped this comment, man. It's one of the main reasons we here, man. We trying to do our part to help change and curve some of this nonsense and try to get us back on track and get us back together. Let's see, Sean said right. No, I appreciate that, man. Well, like I said, I'm not gonna hold us on here all night. Chloe Vince, I want to say anything else, man? We get into closing and we'll get on out of here. You good?
Sorry. Wrong button. No, honestly, I think that in closing, I would just say I know I say it all the time. I probably sound like a broken record, but I think we need to spend, if we really want to figure out how to bridge the gap between, each other. And I'm speaking specifically to the Black community, the relationships within the Black community, because that's who we're here for. Let's just be honest. I can't speak to any other community. I don't know their struggle. I don't know their situations. So I'm speaking to my community, which is disproportionately affected by everything. I mean, just everything. And we can see the breakdown of the family is really taking a toll. It's really taking a toll on our community. And so for me, I would just say, start with yourself. Start with yourself. The mindset absolutely has to change. The mindset has to change. Like, I think I'm not seeing any type of grace. I'm not seeing any type of compassion on either side. We're just kind of going at each other. And it's not getting any better. Like, ladies, can we just realign our expectations? We need to realign our expectations. It's great. It's wonderful to see women making the strides that they're making. It's wonderful to see women, step into industries and own industries like they are. It's wonderful. It's awesome to see men be able to step away from having to work a 9-to-5 and owning their own businesses and being entrepreneurs and investors. And this is awesome. Like, we're actually in a really good time for our community. And instead of it bringing us together, it's pushing us further apart. And I just think that we should really take a look at that and, decide, is this really how we want this to go? Is this really how we want this to go? At a time when there's absolutely no reason at all why we can't have successful families, because we're more successful, right? As a people. So why can't we have successful families? It's crazy. We're making more money. We're holding higher positions. I just don't understand. We're supposedly taking better care of ourselves. Everybody cares about mental health. Everybody cares about, 360-degree health. So I'm trying to understand, why is it that with all of the success that we're seeing, our relationships are tanking? And I just think, we should take a look at that. Are we prioritizing the right things? And I think that right now, from what I'm saying, the answer is no. And so this is where we need to begin, with ourselves and changing our mindsets.
That's real. That's real. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Vince. What you want to say before we get out of here, man?
Just want to piggyback off Chloe. I think the one thing that we have to do is we have to, some way, somehow, be able to change the narrative, to change the image of the Black man and change the image of the Black woman, because it's not working for us. This strong, independent Black women don't need no man. It's not working for women. This 50-50, whatever, is not working for men. And I think what we have to also do is change it in the media. You don't see any other race of man that will let their image be portrayed like the Black man. And what I mean by that is, I am boycotting the color purple. I don't want to see Mr. I don't want to see whoever that lady is walking around like she about to beat up a man and emasculating her husband. We've had enough of that.
Right.
We've had, I was talking to a friend of mine. He said, "Oh, well, Vince, that's just." I understand that, but if you really look at how the Black man is portrayed in society, especially the successful Black man, he's always the one that cheating on his wife. He always the one beating on his wife. Always. When we gonna see a Black love story? I asked a friend, I said, when was the last time you seen a burning bed on TV? You see Color Purple every season. Now they're gonna drop it on Christmas Day. On the Lord's birthday, they gonna change. How much they gonna change up? What, he gonna smack her once? he go A for once. Why do we need to keep seeing that? Oh, because the sisters is fighting against the black man and he keeping us down. And we need to understand who the real enemy is. It's not the black man. There's never been your black man. But every movie, look at almost every movie. The black man is the bad guy. Black man keeping this woman down. Black man beating on this woman. Black man ain't taking care of his kids. And the most successful y'all didn't be running to white women. And that's why they want a white man. But those were the original slavers. Those the ones that kept their women from working was the white man. The black women was working next to us in the slave fields, have always worked. How we gonna keep y'all down? But the narrative is that they're the savior. Black Panther, white man came in and saved the day, didn't he? So we gonna have to find somewhere where we gonna, in this hip hop, we gotta change this sexual, where's the Lauryn Hills? Where's the MC Lights of today? Where's the Tupac? Everything is sex and murder. Booties and guns.
That's real.
Until we stop accepting that, then I don't know if we can do it. I really don't. And then the church so scared, they so scared they ain't gonna get no offering. They can't preach sin and shame no more. They gotta preach grace. It's all grace. It ain't sin and shame no more. It's just all grace.
Yeah, grace and prosperity.
Gotta forgive you. Well, you better hope you ask for forgiveness before you die, because you're going to hell. You don't hear that type of preaching no more.
Good point.
Yeah, and I'm gonna end on that one. So I don't know what we're gonna do, man. I don't know. I don't see it. I'm sorry.
I ain't mad at that. Man. I ain't mad at that at all. Well, I'm just gonna say this, then we're gonna get out of here. I can only say it like this. To everybody who can hear the sound of my voice, everybody that'll watch this video after today, fix it. Simple as that. Fix it. Yeah, you take that and you apply that to whatever you need to apply it to. Your attitude, your situation, your relationship, your single mother situation, single father situation, whatever it is, fix it. Yeah, restore yourself. Heal yourself. Get your mind right. Yeah, that's the foundation to fixing a lot of these things. We got to fix ourselves and get ourselves in order. Yes, a lot of us walking around out here like our stuff don't stink. It's a lot of us walking around out here like we got it figured out and we got it all together. And we a couple inches away from collapsing. Yeah, out here fronting and capping, as they say. So I'm going to leave it as simple as that. Fix it. You already know what it is. Fix it. But man, shout out to everybody who joined us tonight. Shout out to my panel, Chloe, Vince, holding down the show with me. Shout out to Sean Whitaker down in the comments. Sean just dropped a quick when he said, "Amen, Quay Price." And I appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Sean Whitaker in the comments with us tonight. Shout out to Victoria Williams holding us down, joining us for the first time. We appreciate you. Definitely come back and join us again. Shout out to Donovan. Shout out to Eva Wright. Shout out to Kenyatta. I think that is everybody. I think that's everybody. Going all the way back. Shout out to Cuzzo, DeMarcus Finley in the building. Got that one. That's everybody. This is Kandid Konvos. We do the show every Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday night. We go live on YouTube and Facebook. So definitely like, share, and subscribe. Do us a favor. Hit that like button if you haven't already hit that like button, and also hit that share button as well. I said we want to get this great content and these great conversations to as many of our people as possible so we can help change our trajectory. And that is why we are here. So, man, with that being said, everybody have an awesome night. We will catch you guys next Wednesday.